You're listening to 1069 Click FM, live in color.
I see we are prepared for another sport to be added to the pile, and it is the National Hockey League. Hello, everybody who is here. We've got some whiskey, Reese's, and chips. Yeah, we even have CFL going on the other, on in the other directions of things. And right now, women's volleyball, Purdue and Nebraska are tied at 1 set apiece. Meanwhile, tonight, we are staying up late to watch the Vancouver Canucks take on the Philadelphia Flyers at home. This is another Stupid Sports Show here on 1069 Click FM. I'm your host, Jim B. Hello, everybody. Thank you for joining me here tonight on, Hockey Night in Canada. Oh, I hadn't seen, your request yet, Corn Man. In fact, I hadn't looked at the request tab in a little while. Oh, I'm sure she very much wants to go to bed, especially because it's involving a Pacific Division opponent. Oh no, we have plenty of time. Yeah, actually, your request is already in the list. You're set up. Oh, we even got John Jay here. Hello. Hope you're doing well tonight. I believe your St. Louis Blues had a good start to the season, didn't they? If I'm remembering the standings correctly. And I'm not even sure if the Capitals have played yet. I don't think we get to them until tomorrow because of how this schedule lays out. Oh yeah, that was pretty incredible to hear. So many runs given up, and yet they're still able to get it taken care of. Oh yeah, well, Canucks already got their season started. They lost 6-5 in overtime to the Calgary Flames. Yeah, they gave us our first pizza of the season. So at least we can be thankful to them for that. Damn, that is a lot of runs. And we cannot escape Rogers. This game coming tonight from Rogers Arena in Vancouver, and I do apologize, there will be no bingo tonight. I'm going to have it for the Wisconsin-Rutgers football game tomorrow, which I believe will be a laugh and a half, as well as Lions-Cowboys. And I fully expect Dak Prescott to go on a tear on our passing defense. Damn, that is impressive. Runs in there, and small world. The BMW commercial that is taking up my time on the TV is involving a cricket player. I don't know who, but I recognize the bat and the ball. Wow. Fined for bringing the league into disrepute. Oh man, they've even got the Save On Foods $1 million thing here for Cindy Peno of Golden, BC. Hey, I will not take anything for granted, especially after we lost one of our good linebackers to injury, and it looks like he's going to be out for a while. Mm. Oh, we're having a retirement ceremony for Alex Edler. He's retiring as a Canuck. And meantime, I didn't know what the hell to think, honestly, of the result in the 49ers game, but it is always nice to see Juszczyk get some touches and score. So I'll just chalk it up to NFC West shenanigans and see what the rest of the season has in store for me because I mean, I know things change and there's rise and fall and new teams take over, but yeah, the Commanders, the Vikings, I mean, right now technically the Falcons are first in the NFC South. I mean, the at least the 49ers in the West seem somewhat normal. Uh, they got signs for him and everything. Great fans. Yeah, let me see how things are in the AFC. Okay, yeah, AFC makes sense. I mean, the Ravens leading the North, Texans in the South, Chiefs in the West, unfortunately. Although it is interesting to see the Denver Walmart turning it around. Wow. And they were able to license you too for this. They're shelling out the bucks. Huh. Oh, oh, and they gave him a gift. Very nice. We still haven't gotten anywhere near the start of this game. There's just a lot of pre pre puck drop shenanigans that we have to sift through. So let's see if anything has changed over in Padres Dodgers. It's no longer 1-0, it's 2-0. Dodgers are up on the Padres in the bottom of the 7th. Huh. Let's take a look and see who has been delivering this wonderful pitching performance. Yoshinobu Yamamoto did 5 innings, got 2 hits, and just 1 walk, 2 strikeouts. So it would seem that they are letting the field do most of the work. Cool. All right. Hey, new swag. Always good. Oh, yeah. Friday night football tonight. I hope the home crowd at Winnipeg gets something else to cheer about because Toronto, from the portions of the game that I was able to tune in for, I was looking back and forth. They seem like they have it pretty well in hand. All right, MKI, good to see you. We're just waiting for all the theme songs for each of the countries to get done playing. I think last I looked at the schedule, they're both on Saturday. So Edmonton, Calgary is Saturday at 2 p.m. Central, and 6 p.m. Central on Saturday is BC versus Saskatchewan. Let me see if there's any others. Yeah, they kind of really don't do Saturday again until the Grey Cup on November 17th. Here's the Canadian anthem with the requisite whoops. Oh, yeah, we have had a rouge. It was the first point that Winnipeg scored. Meanwhile, we do get a good defensive stop by them at center line. We are in Rouge territory right now, however, because they got the stop at midfield. Maybe we can get one as a good luck charm here in the beginning of the game. Come on, Toronto. Give us a rouge. Oh, no. They aim for the far side of the field. No rouge. No, actually, both of the Cats want this game to be over as soon as possible. All right, Sam Urson is going to be in goal tonight for the Flyers. Kevin Lankinen, meanwhile, will be in net for the Canucks. Guy had a 2.82 goals against average last season, and remember, we are at the beginning of the game again. I mean the beginning of the season, so pretty much everything's wiped clean, and we're making news stories for all the teams right now. Hey, whatever, man. It's the beginning of the season. I'm sure there are going to be a lot of bits of weirdness that are going to be ironed out or leaned into by various teams. A little bit of a jam up off the faceoff, but the Flyers will take control to get things started here in the first. And while Canucks are able to clear but not do much with it in the neutral zone, they nearly give it away at the opposing blue line, then turn it over inside their own blue line. However, they are able to intercept the setup pass and send it completely through. And we get an icing call right off the bat. Oh, yeah. I saw your auto mechanic, True North. I was glad to see him. He's one of the refs that doesn't take himself too seriously. First time they're ever playing on the same team. Meanwhile, the Red Wings goalie is a bum. Oh, that's rough. That is rough. All right. Well, I can't believe that ended up getting reset. Great. All right, Flyers have control in the offensive zone right now, but Canucks are trying to bully the puck away. Doing a pretty poor job of it so far. The Flyers are sticking along the wall. and finally intercepted it. They'll get a line change going. Oh, they would have played before since they are brothers. Oh. Meanwhile, giveaway gets rescued by the Flyers. They cannot clear, however. They're going to try again from the near side. Flyers able to poke it away and flip it the length of the ice. They'll get their own icing penalty. Cool. And the face-off in the Flyers' end, which they win. They'll try to clear it through the near side. Bounces off the referees, so they have to make a couple extra. There's a player just laying on the ice back there. And then finally, they stop it when it's clear he is not getting up anytime soon. This is number 57, Myers, who is currently injured. Blue icing or red icing? Which would I go for? Usually when they do the colors like that, they don't like do any fun flavors with them. It just all tastes like sugar. So either one. Wow, he was curled up there for about a good 15 seconds before they finally paused to things. Didn't see what was specifically supposed to have caused this injury to Myers, but he will get to his feet. His gear is picked up. Oh, he can't put weight on one of his skates. He has to be helped off, and damn. All right. And now that is one less defenseman for the Vancouver Canucks. Honestly, it always ends up turning into some weird dark purple or brown. No matter. Yeah, right now it looks like it's going to be meet the Mets, and is that really a fumble recovery by the Argos? I think it is. Oh, no. Oh, no. Quick shot attempt by the Flyers ends up going wide. They retain possession. Do they keep it in? They cannot. Meanwhile, Canucks will try a quick shot from the near side. Does not land. Through the deflection, they try second attempt, and there's an extra defenseman there to help block the puck. Flyers desperate to clear now. Having a little bit of negotiation on the far boards. However, that pass through the center of the ice ends up missing everybody. They try to get a tap in through the center. It does not quite hit. Flyers should be able to clear, and they do. A little bit of physicality will... Oh, no. It's more than a little physicality. We're going to have a penalty. And Lawton, number 21 for the Flyers, is going to go off. I will say for tripping. Oh, yeah. remember where She Loves went. Well, at least we've got ourselves a little bit of a power play to go through. However, the initial setup attempt doesn't go well. They knock it off the back of the net. Send it across to try to create some room, and then they try it a second time. It gets deflected clear. And nothing touched in front. We're officially at 16:37. Vancouver's got it up top, just threw it behind the goal line. On the second one, and the shot off the rebound goes wide on the far side of the net. Flyers are able to clear. Meanwhile, Buchnevich gets a goal for the Blues. They're already up 1-0. Oh, honestly, go for it, Dan. Currently, shots are 4-1 in favor of Vancouver. Able to make some space with the cross-ice pass again. They try up top. They fake it and then just hand off the puck. Everybody adjusts, and a body block of that shot. It will roll clear. And a great stop. Wow. It was a great opportunity and another save. We're having some good goaltender magic tonight, and they have just readjusted the shots as 3-2. Yeah, DeBrusque had an opportunity in front, but a couple sticks got in there and we were able to deflect it. Oh my goodness. No kidding. Ole Miss is getting investigated. Oh, Christ, it's the 80s all over again. Meanwhile, Jack Eichel has tied it at 1. Has received attention and provided relevant medical information. A whole bunch of whacks, and it will be a stop time with 1 second left in the power play. Meanwhile, the Flyers players are defending their goalie. And they have to negotiate who gets to let go of their stick first. Yeah, Hoglander managed to get a little bit of height on that second attempt on the near side of the net, but managed to get the save. All right, good poke check is able to dislodge the puck. Vancouver trying to move up the ice now, establish some more offensive time. They get a little bit hung up on the boards, and another penalty just like that. I'm not sure what this is going to be for, but John Tortorella is looking like he wants to swallow his own lips. Oh, he's going to get it for hooking. Oh, okay. Oh, I guess pulling yourself along with on your stick while it's hooked underneath a player's arm, I guess, yeah, I can see how that would be called as a penalty. All right. I understand, Corn Man. It is late and it is crazy. And once again, Vancouver was on the power play, but Lankinen nearly got a challenge from one of the penalty killers for Philadelphia. They have to drop it back. Eventually get over the blue line. Miller tries to dump it behind the goal line. Goes all the way across. Canucks will send it around the horn, around the world. A couple of attempts, and then it gets lost in the scrum in front. Finally picked up and sent back up top. Nobody can get their hands on that rebound, and Flyers will clear. All right. At least we're getting a little bit of offensive action out of the Canucks here in the first period. We're a little bit ahead on time. Under 14 minutes to go on the first. Wrist shot and a save by Urson. Good save on the puck on the near boards to prevent the clear. However, everybody gets back into position to take away the opportunity. Miller looking for room. They try to balance it off of the boards behind the goal line, but nobody can get their puck on. They have to restart from up near the point. Trying to work their way up the slot, and it goes to the corner. 22 seconds left on the power play. JT Miller comes in again, and a glove save by Urson. Besser with a very good opportunity, it looked like. Urson had his glove at the ready. It was in the perfect position to make that save. Canucks win off the face-off. Only a few seconds left. Nobody could get the tip in on that pass forward, and just goes back over the blue line, offsides on the Canucks. Meanwhile, that's a goal. Is that a goal line stop by the Winnipeg Blue Bombers on 3rd and goal? Oh, man. Bonkers. Oh, it's official. Argos turnover on downs at the 1-yard line, and the auto mechanic couldn't look more serious if he tried. Flyers will kill that penalty with the one last clear. All right, Flyers able to get out to the neutral zone finally. Make an attack, and thank goodness that bounce to the wall. That the far side of the net was completely uncovered. Flyers will tip it in along the far boards, chase the puck behind the goal line. Have a little bit of issue controlling it there. Canucks will take it back, send it out to the neutral zone. And a good bit of speed across the blue line. However, they get tangled up and their lanes clogged by the Flyers coming back to defend. Meanwhile, Flyers throw the puck right at Lankinen. He has to deal with it. They get a line change, and puck is out of play. All right. At least we've had a little bit of action as we go to what feels like the first commercial break all game at 11:54. All right. And I don't think there are any other games that are going on right now as far as the NHL is concerned. Meantime, we have reached the top of the 9th now. Last opportunity for the Padres to get back into this game. Otherwise, we will have to face Dodgers and Mets in the NLCS. Not sure whether I'd prefer Detroit Yankees or Cleveland Yankees. I'm going to say Detroit just because I'm not sure Cleveland is going to be able to take care of business against New York. Yeah. Right now, I think Angie is more concerned about whether or not she's going to be able to have a nice blanket to sleep on tonight. Okay. Meanwhile, while they go through all the history and the people, Bombers get a first down out to the 15, and the Canucks send the puck into the Flyers' end. However, they weren't able to follow very quickly, and just like that, Flyers have reversed the ice and dumped it behind the goal line. Once again, they enter the zone looking for a connection, but it goes past. Meanwhile, the second shot saved by Lankinen. They clear up the far boards, and everybody will take an opportunity to get a line change in. All right, they will. Flyers will try again, but they cannot chase the puck like that. And yeah, that didn't like anybody was onside in that entry. We have to wait again. Meanwhile, we've got a review of a penalty over on the CFL game. And it looks like a complete mental lapse, and the puck will dribble back down to the Vancouver goal line. Hughes goes to retrieve, will shoot it forward, get dumped in on the near quarter, and he managed to slip behind the defense, but once again, Urson with the save. He is doing a lot of work here in the first period. And I see they've gone to commercial to review it now. Yeah, he tried to reach the gap in the middle, but Urson was able to button it up. And the Flyers clear. Unfortunately, they give it away, but then get it back over offsides. Great opportunity, good shot, but means nothing. All right, this is Luchanko on the face-off for the Flyers, but easy win by Vancouver. I'll try to dump it in from the far boards. Urson, with a little help from his friends, will clear. Mid-ice collision to break up that play. And that's another defenseman that's going to the bench. Walking off woozy after a collision. And wow. This feels like a very rough start for Vancouver as far as injuries are concerned. I mean, they're doing a decent job pouring on the offense right now, but wow, another collision along the boards. Negotiations continue. Vancouver looked like they were about to win them. Finally had to clear it by flinging it across the ice. Flyers will do a great bit of passing, and then Konechny does get a shot off, well blocked by Konechny, and saved. We will pause. All right, at least Susie doesn't seem to be seriously harmed. We can see what Winnipeg will do for the last play of the third quarter. Get a completion of about 8 yards. Not bad. All right. And it looks like that's going to end it. With a ground out, the Padres' season is over. And it will be Dodgers-Mets in the National League Championship Series. Mr. Pizzle? Hello, hello? Hope you are doing well and have not floated away on the great effort by the Atlantic Ocean to turn Florida into the surfing capital of the world. That's what it is now, is it, MKI? Now we have to root for the other teams because the memes must be maintained. I don't blame you. I don't blame you. It's as valid a reason as any. Yeah, I've seen a bit of the footage, and ooh, it was not looking good. All those tornadoes. Woof. So far, Rachel, we got a hockey game going. That much I can say. Vancouver is winning the shot battle right now. Before we went to commercial break, it was 10-4. All right, we're a little bit behind on the time. Currently at 8:43 to go in the first period. Hockey is back. Yeah, man. It's the best part of fall is all the sports getting started up again, even though football overshadows a lot of them in, October, November, December. I'm doing my best to try to keep up with it. Any team beats the Brewers guaranteed to make the World Series. Bold claim, Leif. Has anybody else done that? Meanwhile, great job getting through the zone, and Lankinen's able to get that glove save on the shot by Forster. Hey, we had to bring out the duck at least at some point. I'm not sure when the next appearance of the Power of the Duck will be. I don't think it's going to be until much later in the football season, but it will return. Meantime, another save by Lankinen. Flyers holding it in the offensive zone. First time they've been able to do that for a sustained bit of time. Literally every team to beat the Brewers in the playoffs has at least reached the World Series. Wow. Yeah, it's still 13-4. And if I was reading the standings correctly, Argos win this game, they essentially get their playoff spot secured. Yeah, it'll be... They get another deflection, but saved by Urson and cleared by the Flyers. Down to 7:20 to go. Flyers having to fish it out of their own end again. They'll fling it into the bench in an attempt to make a cross-ice pass that goes awry. Meantime, I am sorry, by the way, Rachel, that the Royals ended up getting taken out by the Yankees. We were all rooting for anybody to take care of the Yankees. And now we have to, I think, root for Detroit. That is the only option now. Meanwhile, another steal and a score! Just like that. Vancouver up 1-0. Whoo. Let me see. That's Hoglander, number 21, who's going to get the credit for that. Yeah, I think he beat him in the 5-hole, too. Damn. Nah, they'll have to work a little bit harder for that. But wow. Oh yeah, can't believe I forgot to put the scoreboard back up. But here it is, official 1-0 lead for Vancouver. All right, after an initial bit of, never mind, another puck right into the bench, so we have to stop play again. Oh yeah, hopefully the ownership and the manager and the managerial team see that and it goes out again after another deflection. They are taking their time with this. Yeah, it's a big market, it's a big name, so they get all the sports. It's officially dead. Hey, at Astros and Padres. Oh. Let's go Royals chance in the stadium. Wow. All right, Flyers have brought it into the offensive zone. We'll reverse course. Throw the puck behind the goal. Try to catch the defense flat-footed. Not so much. Canucks will take control again. Try to bounce off the wall. Will be cleared through contact. Heinen will chase it in. He'll have to face negotiations and then kick it out to one of his friends. They try a quick one. A second opportunity just goes wide on the near side. And once again, Vancouver able to get some attack going. Then they nearly throw it onto their own goal. We are in the NHL season. Meanwhile, the Minnesota Twins are for sale. Monty, he has other things on his mind at the moment, aside from a lack of liquidity in order to do such a thing. I think they might want a little bit more than that. Meanwhile, there's the doink. Can't believe they missed. They try to move it, the puck along the boards, gets hung up amongst a few people. We're going to have another icing call. Down to 5:07. I would say for tax reasons. Meantime, Flyers get a little bit of an opportunity, but soon knocked away and pulled into the neutral zone. They won't do anything with it, just take the opportunity to get some fresh legs on the ice. Under 5 minutes to go in the first, and once again, Canucks have entered the offensive zone. Garland will save it behind the net. Try to get the passy around the world going, but that shot gets deflected, and now we got some smell the glove going as a couple players have gone down to the ice. We'll always boo Rams, John Jay. I'm kind of with you. I'm sorry, MKI. But I very much remember with great fondness the greatest show on turf. All right, let's see who the hell this cricket player is that's got himself a BMW sponsorship. They claim it's could be Indian wicketkeeper batsman Ridhiman Saha. Okay. I just don't know why they couldn't have gotten their own franchise and left the Rams alone. Well, let me see. California. Let me add them up. We got Los Angeles Dodgers. And I'm not sure what they're known as these days. I'll just call them the Angels. There's the Padres, the Giants. I'm trying to think if there's another one. I can't remember the other one. Meanwhile, that penalty is going to be holding on Hoglander, the scoring player for the Canucks. And now we have 5-on-4, and we start this penalty with a clear. Down to 4:08. They do manage to get into the zone. However, they can't really do anything once they get there, at least so far. This is the first power play of the night for the Flyers. And a great feed in front. And a great save by Lankinen. Holy hell. Holy hell. Oh, yeah, the A's. They're already gone in my mind. Let's watch this again. Great pass to the inside. I have no idea. Yep, Lankinen has his leg ready and in position. And had his glove ready as well. Yeah, it has been rough times for Oakland sports, and I hope the other sports leagues will do right by them at some point. All right, down to 3:23. Flyers. They've had some good chances. Looking for some room, but they get jammed up near the blue line, and Flyers have to take it back themselves. Yeah. If all goes to plan, but right now I'm not sure if people in Vegas are even that psyched about the idea of having the baseball team there. I mean, it'll be automatically successful. Meanwhile, a great tap in with 7 seconds left gets the Flyers on the board. Wow. We are now tied at 1 apiece after a power play goal by Forster. Natalie Nikat is named as the first head coach for the Golden State Valkyries. Good for them. I mean, it would really impress me if they set up a WNBA team in Oakland. Yep, he's able to tap it underneath the leg of Lankinen. And here we are, tied with 2:35 to go in the first. Yeah. That's a rough part of St. Louis sports. Canucks try to take control behind the goal, but they end up in negotiations along the near boards. Briefly brought out by the Flyers. Hoglander will try to kick it along, but nobody is there to receive it. Canucks will play it back in. They'll have to let it lay, but they will take a turnover in the neutral zone to play it ahead a little bit and just disrupt their flow, I suppose. Meanwhile, they're having to fight hard to keep this puck in the offensive zone. The Flyers are shadowing them very closely. Finally back up to the blue line. Cross corner pass. Centering pass goes through everyone, and it'll be lifted onto the logo. Another clear for Vancouver. Damn, just like that. Tied again. All right, Susie will dump it in, get it in clear, but holy hell. That was a great save by number 53 to keep the puck onside. Under a minute to go now in the first period. Vancouver looking for another opportunity to make life difficult for Urson, and unfortunately, they can't keep the puck in. Disappointing. Puck gets dumped into the far corner, finally dug out by the Flyers, who will get pestered all the way along the boards and then just skid to a stop and fling it all the way down into the opposite corner. Canucks take it right back. And a great job. I thought they were on, and they had managed to keep the split going, but looks like one skate went a little bit too far. Oh, yeah. The other player. One player tried to drag his skate on the other side of the blue line, but he had to move it to avoid a collision. It'll get dumped in. Can they dig it out from behind the goal line? Not so far. Looks like they're going to get hung up for the last 10 seconds. All right, we had a little bit of excitement. Goal for each of them. We're tied 1-1. Meantime, Tigers Guardians gets moved to 1 in the afternoon instead of 8 o'clock. It's because of the weather. Damn. Yeah. Yeah, they're pretty fortunate in that regard. All right. Well, this is a good start to the NHL season, I think. Get a little bit of offense, a little bit of physicality, not too much so far, and there doesn't seem like real bad blood between either of these teams yet. I mean, it is the first game for the Flyers, so give them time to get warmed up. I'm sure they'll get into Philly mode before we know it. Anyway, I'm going to take a little pause for the cause here. Winnipeg, meanwhile, has gotten themselves a touchdown just to keep this game interesting, and we'll be back soon for the second period of Vancouver versus Philadelphia here on 106.9 Click FM and another stupid sports show. Thanks for being here.
pumping the, 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 Carpenter.
It's getting underway again here in Rogers Arena. Not sure the exact name of it, but we are in Vancouver, and they're tied at 1. Canucks opened the scoring, and Flyers were able to respond took up till the end of the period, but they did. Meanwhile, Golden Knights are leading the Blues 3-1. And we've also got a challenge going on over what could be the last play of the game for Winnipeg. They want to see if they actually got the first down or not. So, yes, we're getting all kinds of nonsense here. Another shot from distance, and once again, Urson doing a great job for the Flyers tonight in goal. Flyers were able to pick it up off the face-off, bring it up the ice with some speed. It'll get poked out of the corner by Vancouver. They'll send it along the far side boards with a little bit more speed, however, waiting for everybody else to catch up. They send it in. It gets deflected wide, gathered back up at the blue line, however, but then immediately given away. Formerly General Motors Place. Still waiting for the challenge. I think if they were going to overturn it, they would have to determine where the ball was going to be. And it stands, and that is the turnover on downs. That should be the end for Winnipeg. Apparently there's a flag, however. Or I guess that's for delay of game. And a few shots in a row now for Vancouver. Another one deflected wide. Unfortunately, they can't handle the rebound that time. It gets flung all the way down. Vancouver has to handle it properly. There'll be... Oh, damn. A penalty against the Winnipeg bench. And all the boos coming from the fans that are still there. And while Flyers trying to find their way past the neutral zone. It's now 3-2 after a Buchnovic goal. It was a power play too. And try to hold in the zone. Unfortunately, Flyers can clear. Try to re-enter from the far side. Get a decent effort of it. However, the puck gets taken away from them behind the goal. They can't quite clear, however. Miller tries to get a pass in front, but it comes off the stick a little odd. They'll throw it around, and another save by Urson. You could hear the impact. They try a slapper from high in the slot, and it gets deflected into the corner. Oh, wow, for spraying water at the auto mechanic. Meanwhile, Urson is able to clamp down on it as it floats toward the net. Wow. Another nice flurry for the Canucks. Looks like they're up to... Well, right now Flyers are at 10 shots. Looks like they're up to about eight, at least 18 or 19 if I'm reading the number correctly. Toronto's going to take a timeout. And then how are they going to handle this last play? I don't know if they'll have the time to do anything. And this looks like prime Rouge territory. Yep, this is getting recovered by Whitehead. Unfortunately, he has to trap it in the end zone and take the Rouge. And there's only 2 seconds left, so it's this play or nothing. No timeouts left. Wow, that is some... Wow, they're talking about their moms hemming their jeans with duct tape. We are getting into the announcers being bored and drunk, and oh wow, there is a Winnipeg Blue Bombers fan with a White Sox hat. I feel like I want to reach out to them and say, no, don't. Hey. Oh, here comes the bomb. They're going to try to throw it down. Meanwhile, it gets deflected and finally picked by Toronto to end the game. Meantime, in the hockey match, Flyers will win that faceoff. Move to the neutral zone, pursued by a defender, and get their initial entry rebuffed and have to give it up. Oh, dang, that's unfortunate. That was a very risky pass trying to go through a whole bunch of defensive traffic, so now they have to fight it out along the boards. And they give it up rather quickly in favor of getting fresh legs. From the blue line, saved by Lankinen, and the goal comes off its moorings. Okay. And yeah, in case you were wondering, I very much enjoyed seeing the Oilers lose. All right. So that will end the game 14-11. Toronto beats Winnipeg, and I think that gets Toronto their playoff spot. Oh yeah, we are going to be live at noon on Monday for Red Blacks versus Montreal. Meanwhile, we have a shot blocked on the open net by a Vancouver defenseman. Looks like we're going to have a tripping penalty coming up as well. And that looks like that'll be on number 17 for... Get to stick. They don't get a good shot of the trip on that camera angle, but I think I see where they may have been talking about for that. Okay. Penalties on Hronek at 5:18. And that's going to be another power play for the Flyers. Alright, Canucks will clear it first. Yeah. So, because this is just a Flyers power play and I'm not very expectant of it, I did legit look up information about Canadian Thanksgiving. And because I ended up reading a rabbit hole about Upper and Lower Canada and that attempted rebellion that got started in a bar in downtown Toronto. And I was really hoping that the origin of Canadian Thanksgiving would get somehow related to that, but nope. The Canadian Thanksgiving holiday, as they know it, celebrated in the province or country or whatever of Canada, they did it because the Prince of Wales got sick, and then he got better, and they're like, hey, the Prince of Wales got better. Let's eat. I know there were earlier Thanksgivings, but that's the reason that the holiday exists now. And it makes me smile. Another crossing pass misses, however, the Flyers are able to keep it in. They'll attack from the near side. Lankinen hugs the post. It goes across again, but they're not able to get the shot off. Try to get it back up in the slot, looking for some clear room. Oh, we're just having a Heineken. Meantime, another giveaway, and the player puts his hands over his eyes like, I cannot believe I missed a wide open net. Meanwhile, they'll get the puck poked away from them. Vancouver couldn't do anything with that extra skater coming out of the penalty box. Well, here we go, back to full strength. Yeah, Canadian bacon isn't too bad. I'm not sure exactly what would make a turkey preparation of a turkey specifically Canadian. I don't know, maybe if you do like a maple syrup glaze or something. I couldn't say. And again, another puck goes over a Vancouver player's stick, and they have to regroup in their defensive end. Oh, damn. Meanwhile, the Flyers get called for too many skaters on the ice. No kidding, Leif. Well, we'll have at least one clip for that on this week's stupid streaming show. I can guarantee it. Of course, I haven't put up the playlist, have I, for the Patreon members? I knew there was something I forgot to do. Oh, if I told you how I got distracted today, you would be upset with me for telling you, so I won't. Just know there was a good reason. Oh no, there it is. There it is. Let me take a look at this playlist again, because I am enjoying what we've got set up this week so far. Oh, we've got a little bit of everything, including some things you all have already mentioned or referenced. Gordon's theme to the suggestions. Oh, wow. All right, and Tim has even arrived. Oh, an adventure? Oh, I understand, man. Lions facing the Cowboys. I am not crazy about what measure of revenge the Cowboys will have prepared for us, for daring to be a good team in the NFC. Meanwhile, that face-off will go completely nowhere. Oh yeah, and NHL has started, and the And the good times are continuing here. Got some negotiations going along the boards. They move behind the goal. Flyers will try to clear it, and they do. He'll ride the boards all the way. No icing call or anything. Yeah, I think we could get St. Brown going, but I don't know if I don't know if they'll buy another passing touchdown. Oh man, CFL is always wonderful. Uh, I'm just wondering how this week how this game is going to be. I truly don't know what to expect from the Alouettes and the Red Blacks. And so far, Vancouver has done very, very little on this power play. We're at 10:20 to go, only about 40 seconds left in this skater advantage, and there have been ongoing and intense negotiations in the near corner of the Flyers' defensive zone. They're doing a great job chipping the puck forward and keeping the Canucks from getting anything going in there. Fumble, almost safety, then Rouge. At least they're able to dump it in the last couple seconds of this power play, but they weren't able to truly establish anything before the extra skater roars out of the box and makes it more difficult for everybody to get something done. So they'll bounce it behind the goal to create a little bit of extra breathing room, but they go to that well once too many times, and eventually the puck is chipped free. Wow. Yeah, I think I don't know if targets is the appropriate word. Um, I think it needs to be replaced with the phrase people willing to say yes as they get it in from long distance. Even strength goal for Vancouver. And damn. Let's take a look at. It was Bluger who ended up tipping it on the initial shot in from the blue line. Yeah. And the net is wide open for Bluger. Nothing's stopping him. Well, best of luck to Venable. Assist to Forbert and Suter listed for right now. Flyers try to get one of their own, and Lankinen has to quickly cover up. Officially 8:04 to go in the second. Vancouver has retaken the lead. They have elected to hit the free agent market rather than take their chances with another season on the White Sox. And, well, I don't blame them, MKI. Not one bit. Not one bit. Okay. Let's see. So Monday is when the league championship series starts. And do we really get the... Yeah, we might as well. Better write that down so I don't forget. Get one of these championship games in before the entire series passes up by. They claim that one will be it. Yeah, they officially got the record. Well, a good bit of physicality as the Canucks work their way up the ice. Flyers trying to slap that puck away. They're already down 2-1. And again, Urson being in just the right position to keep both of those pucks out of the net. There's a lonely stick just laying in center ice. Nobody's laid claim to it so far. And again, Flyers fail to clear. And yeah, the Twins are up for sale. Rachel did put in an offer of $250. I'm not sure if they'll accept it. And in case you're wondering, I don't have the scratch for it either. Meanwhile, an initial rebuff leads to a good pass, save made. Nobody there to grab the rebound. And just as quickly, Canucks have taken it back up the ice. Backhander saved by Urson. They are able to grab the rebound, however. Looking for something high in the slot, gets blocked and knocked out of the zone. Forbert will throw it forward, however, he gets knocked away. Quickly snapped up at the blue line. Speeding in, and it's deflected out of play. Whew. Down to 6:16, and I mean, the Flyers are trying, but right now the Canucks are just a little bit too much. Man. So John Jay, what's life like for fans who don't have the loss record in Major League Baseball right now? The Pohlads are not trying to hold on with the TV deal not being there anymore. Well, yeah, the money does come into it. Meanwhile, David Leffler has won himself 50,000 more rewards points. It's apparently dependent on him answering some kind of skills-related question, but oh yeah, the announcers have brought in sarcasm for their joy about the neutral zone face-off. We are truly in the hockey season now. Meantime, we've got icing again. Shot count is currently 17-15. Very, very exciting here in Rogers Arena. I have no idea who that is, to be honest. But I will... Oh, he's the guy who owns the... Or is the... Yeah, co-owner of the Vikings. Good job getting it onside. It'll get dumped around to the near corner. Reverse direction back up to the blue line. Miller doesn't quite get the shot up. And that one from the blue line goes wide. They'll throw it behind again to try to create space, but it just creates more traffic. Wrist shot does not get through. Clogged up in the middle. Flyers able to clear. It'll be chipped forward. They'll have to go chasing. Nobody able to chase it to the appropriate corner, however. And here come the Canucks again with a little bit of mishandle in the neutral zone, unfortunately. Hey. You know what I think would look good on for a future Twins owner? Being able to hold up a Super Bowl trophy, but we'll see how the rest of the season goes for the Vikings. Not saying I predict that, but hey, 5-0 is nothing to sneeze at. Really? Bill Belichick is doing underdog commercials. Man, I'm wondering if that is... It can't be money. At this point, it truly cannot be the money. Is he bored? Like, is this just a case of Bill Belichick is technically retired, but since he's not doing football, he doesn't know what to do with his free time, and so anything kind of tangentially related to it? See, that's what's got me, MKI. I wouldn't think it would have to be for the money, but then again, every time I see a celebrity or an actor that I had respected for a little while and doing a commercial, I have to go, well, maybe they got taken in by crypto. So, I don't know. Maybe, oh no, it actually just connected. Maybe Tom Brady talked Belichick into investing in crypto and he lost one of his nest eggs. Holy crap, we got Gordie Howe hat tricks. And it was in the opening game between the Flames and the Canucks. For Mantha and Miller. Yeah, nice to see. Baseball in Cardinal Land. I gotcha. Oh, fans are not happy with the front office. Oh, that always ends well. I'd assume that it's going about just as well as one would expect. Meanwhile, a good knockdown by Philadelphia. They take possession back, dump it into the zone. They don't do anything with it. They just have one skater chase. Oh, last year for the GM. Well, hopefully he doesn't burn anything down on the way out. Meanwhile, getting close to 3 minutes left here in the second. Not finding any. Flyers struggling to find offensive opportunities here against the Canucks. Good job taking it away in the neutral zone. They make a valiant charge in 1-on-3, but doesn't quite work out. Flyers fling it the other way. Good takeaway, but the knockdown does not draw any ire. Play continues. Lankinen moving pole to pole, guarding against the wraparound, and that shot will be deflected out of play. Woo! Barely finished above 500. 90 plus losses the year before. No, I understand. I mean, the Cardinals are a team that it's safe to say that the World Series championships and, the success of the Cardinals are in recent memory for many of the fans. So, yeah, understands that they would be upset about that level of success. Yeah. Hey, got to make it look like you're doing something when you're trying to do absolutely nothing and still make money. And who is that referring to? Throw a rock. All right, officially down to 1:33 to go in the second. This period has gone by very quickly, and Flyers with a rare moment of holding the puck in the offensive zone. From the slot to the near circle, saved by Lankinen. They try another centering pass, bounces to the far boards. Negotiations in the far corner. Gets chopped away. Canucks are able to get it through by hook or by crook. I don't know how. But it looked like an accident, frankly. All right, more negotiations with Garland down on the ice for Vancouver as he attempts to keep the puck in. Unfortunately, Flyers are able to lift it out to center. Oh, yeah, well, 83 wins. That's still a game over 500. Yeah, expect playoffs every year. No kidding. Oh, good job on winning the fantasy championship, man. All right, won by the Flyers, kind of, but then they get trapped in their own corner for a moment. Then hung up in the neutral zone, stolen away. However, the Flyers will check it right back. They have to regroup in their own end with 20 seconds. Desperation fling, and they cannot control it. Once it goes across the blue line, Canucks will sit behind their own net. Yeah, they were just willing to hold on to it, not engage in anything. And Bluger's goal is the difference. Puts Vancouver up 2-1 here at the end of the second. Oh. Let me know what during the pause for the cause which player it is that you feel bad for, Tim, and also specify what sport, because we kind of got a lot going on right now. So there could be reasons for feeling bad for many players in many sports right now. All right, I'll see you on Sunday, True North, for all the nonsense that will be filled in there. Oh, for hockey. Oh, so this is somebody on the Bruins, I take it. All right, well, I can't wait to see more about it. For the rest of you, third period for Vancouver and Philadelphia will be coming up in just a little bit after this pause for the cause here on another stupid sports show. Thank you very much for tuning in.
Choke it up. Roll it up.
right, so I know it's not the Minnesota Wild, Monty, but it's been an interesting game. Trying to see how much Vancouver can keep it together here in the third period. Are you sure you don't want to buy the Twins, Monty? Another miss by Vancouver. Oh, yeah. Meanwhile, that is a wrist shot saved by Lankinen. Forster has tied the shot count up at 17. Right now, I think the Flyers are going to need a few more open opportunities. That was a decent shot right there, but he wasn't really going to be able to skate to another angle with those two defenders flanking him. Meantime, Flyers are able to get that one off the face-off in the Vancouver zone. Back up to the blue line. They'll try to passy around the world. Send it along the boards. Able to dig themselves out, thankfully. Shot gets blocked in front. They are able to contain the rebound. They'll look for room behind the goal. Kind of get it, but have to retreat. That shot gets deflected. He will get his own rebound, while Vancouver will just pick it up themselves. Great cross-ice pass. Get tipped high. Now stuck in the neutral zone. Flyers try to chip it forward. Meanwhile, that puck will get trapped along the far boards. Canucks will be forced to simply dump it in. Yeah, I did see that. I wonder if it was just some kind of weird, like, salary cap thing. Meanwhile, Pistons are leading the Suns 108-82. Damn, the Suns have fallen off since they went on their little playoff run. And then finally, oh no, that just hit the post. I thought it had made it in. And play continues as Vancouver brings it down. Oh no, they have reviewed it and they're calling it a goal. But wow, about 17 minutes left and oh no, they were right. It went in. It just, I think, must have bounced off of one of the camera doodads that was in there and bounced out, went out quickly. Wow. So who is that one going to be credited to? They have not decided yet. That's going to go to number 8, York, for the Flyers on that goal. They went off this face-off, get an immediate wraparound chance. Will have to be trapped by Lankinen. Hronek will throw a punch of his own to remind them to not screw with his goalie. Let's see. Is there anything else up right now? Still 3-2. Golden Knights over the Blues, and they're more than halfway through the third. Final 4-1. Lightning's over the Hurricanes earlier. Meanwhile, Canucks ice the puck. And just were able to get in overtime against the Blackhawks, 2-1. Cool. All right, off the face-off in their own zone. Canucks are able to take it. Hughes ends up sending it the distance down the ice. Miller will send it out to the blue line, flung in. Nobody else can get in for a second attempt, and Urson will cover it up, and now the cross-checking begins. I don't think anybody's getting sent to the penalty box, but good kick save by Urson. Nobody could control the initial rebound. He just ended up bouncing back to Urson, and he had to trap it. And a pretty lazy win off the face-off, but no deflection coming off of that initial pass through the center. Can't find any room in the middle. That one gets deflected down. Very easily grabbed by the Flyers. They can flip it to the center line and perhaps a little bit further. Garland will receive the pass. Wrist shot saved by Urson. However, it is rescued by the Canucks. But the pass they attempt through the middle goes nowhere, and Flyers will ice the puck there on their own. Just when I thought it looks like Vancouver has got this wrapped up nicely, then the Flyers come out of nowhere and knot things up again. All right, it gets dumped in. Flyers are able to briefly succeed on the chase. We'll flip it behind the goal for them to maybe get the line they want. However, they cannot keep it in, and it'll float toward Urson. He'll have to slap it away. Second chance is Bluger. He goes wide. Will make this season? I don't think it's going to be a great deal unless we end up getting some more people who emerge as regular scoring threats on our team. Otherwise, nobody's going to be able to leave him open for those opportunities like he needs them to be. So, just so I can say a number, let me look at Alex Ovechkin. How many stats they get? Meanwhile, the Canucks are trying their own offensive barrage. They've got the shot lead again, 21-20. But nothing else. He ended up getting 31 goals last year. I'd call it 25. Oh, and that shot goes off the knee of one of the players. An easy glove save by Lankinen. Down to 14-24. Shots are even again at 21 apiece, and Vancouver doesn't seem to be able to keep the lead for very long. Quick win by the Flyers off the face-off. It bounced wide. Garland can clear, but it gets knocked back through the neutral zone. The bounce pass forward does nothing. And Ristolainen will shoot wide if he breaks Wayne Gretzky's record. I mean, it'd be cool, you know, to have a player from my team get a high-profile record like that. Well, Frost will pass it over and across the blue line. Very sharp angle. And damn, we have to stop again as we get a delay of game penalty as one of the Canucks tried to literally bat the puck over the glass. Meanwhile, it's now 4-2. Yep, there it is, 7:07 to go, and let's see. They haven't officially credited that one yet, so I don't know who to congratulate, but yep, up 4-2. Last 7 minutes of the game, and well, at least we're in the regular season, so we just get the overtime and the shootout. It won't be that rough. Oh, good. We are back. Canucks fans are getting rowdy again. I mean, it is a penalty kill, but yeah. He ended up swatting it out of the air with his stick, but still. Immediate clear by the Canucks. All right. Zone entry. And Sherwood will throw it forward. Sherwood ends up stealing it, and now a second player has decided to come in and enter the fray, but will not keep it for long. It's poke checked away, and the Flyers will bring it up the near boards. Meanwhile, Hughes will once again throw it down for Erston to deal with. 1 minute in this power play. Forster will dump it in from the far side. Nobody can really control it, however. Not to fling it around to try to get their shooting setup going. And meanwhile, Lankinen will poke it away from Luchenko. Switch it over to the far side, looking for something down low, and the connecting tip doesn't land. That would have been 3-2. Damn. Canucks clear again. And they have also been very lucky as there's another save by Lankinen. Another great opportunity denied. Damn. And that was their only shot of the power play, which has currently ended. We briefly had a man advantage for the Flyers, but it's gone now. Puck has been cleared. And there's going to be a proper cross-check going down. And that's going to be a 2-minute penalty on York for cross-checking. That'll put the Canucks on the man advantage. Oh no. Again? Again? It must be late showing up for me. It's now 4-3 as St. Louis has gotten a goal. And the puck goes down the ice after an attempted shot. Pettersson will bring it over the line to Miller, and he'll be sent around by Pettersson. Receive it back. He'll kick it up to Miller from the boards, and he will get all the resistance. Gets poked away and out of into the neutral zone. Meanwhile, Canucks are having trouble reestablishing their presence, and we've got a 3-on-2 at the moment. They get the pass across, saved by Lankinen. He'll dump it forward. Miller will get... Sorry, that wasn't Miller giving chase, but somebody who wasn't able to touch it anyway. Meanwhile, Bushnovic Perico with the assists. All right, that's still plenty of time to get one goal. Meantime, Canucks are having a bit of trouble just making it through the neutral zone. Not something they really had to deal with until this point in the game. They're able to get in from the blue line. You need to kick it around to get some breathing room from what has suddenly become a very, very stingy Flyers penalty kill. And nothing doing. York comes out. We are still tied at 2. Philly is leading shots now 24-21. Pass broken up at neutral zone. Vancouver will dump it into the far corner. They can't do much with it. Have a little minor collision. And a good cut in front. And the sprawling save. They're going to try to knock it in. Oh, no, it's still loose. And it should be a glove pass right there. Instead, they'll just take the icing. Holy hell. So close. Repeated chances. Shot number 1, initial save. 2 in a row. And then it's a search for the puck. It ends up squirting out past the post and behind the goal. And now puck was swatted away, not covered, so no penalty shot. He'll be knocked to the neutral zone. Flyers will throw it in again. Fierce negotiations are eventually won by the Canucks. Can't get much further than the red line, however, and they will take the line change. Man, good blocker to keep that away by Lankinen. Meanwhile, Höglander will get tangled up, and oh, that's a Vancouver penalty. Oh, hell. That's going to be now 5-on-4 for a holding penalty. Oh, man. Just when I thought they'd have an opportunity to seal this, they give the Flyers all the room to do everything. All right, we'll close that up. This. Don't need to know any more about Lower and Upper Canada, at least not for a little while longer. There they are. Series for the Mets and Dodgers begins this Sunday at 7:15. Game 2 on Monday in the afternoon. I will be a little too busy. So I think I'm going to try to go live for Game 3 on the 16th. That's Wednesday. I want to get at least one of those in before the entire damn playoff passes me by. And of course, wow, they get everything. Ryan Reynolds and Seth Rogen and the Terrence and Phillip reference. Canada. Thank you for being so up on the culture like you always are. So close. Tippett trying to fish it out, but it had already been pushed away. Now let's see how the Canucks do with another penalty to deal with. Fourth power play for the Flyers. Meanwhile, a little bit of missed pass, and it allows a clear. They very quickly get it back over the blue line. However, big hit. Nothing getting called, however. And once again, Canucks clear. Woo. Interrupted pass. And Flyers have to wait and regroup again. 51.7 seconds, still time. Absolutely right. Oh no, now they're making the wrestling in jokes. I missed what the reference is, but they just straight out said the wrestling fans will get that. So, yeah. It's been a quiet third period, John Jay. I don't blame people. It's late, and, these aren't the high-profile teams. What can I say? But, thankfully, the tie still provides a little bit of a drama here, even here with 6:47 to go in the first. Flyers do win this face-off. Nothing in the slot, so they look from the near circle. Now back behind the goal line. Brought back out. They try to through the legs to go underneath the pads, but Lankinen gets his glove down to cover it up. Wow. That was a really Nice effort. From down the goal line, bringing it over the goal line, then trying to do between the legs through the 5-hole. Oh, no, he even got a little height on it, but it didn't get over Lankinen's shoulder. All right, 32 seconds left in this power play. Shots are now 29-22 in favor of the Flyers. And a penalty right off the face-off. We're going to have 4-on-4 for 30 seconds. Yeah. Miller gets tripped up right off the face-off, and Frost will go there for tripping. Looks like only a bit of yelling from Tortorella. Oh, they're officially calling it interference. Okay. Gets out to Soucy. Then back to Garland. He'll throw it behind. Suter will get out from Soucy. Hrodek's wrist shot is gloved up by Urson. Okay. Well, still, just like you had said, John Jay, 51.7 seconds, still plenty of time. I've got 6:09 over here. And nothing doing, even with the extra attacker. It's a 4-3 win for the Knights. Hey, still what, 80 games to go? With the possession, they will cycle around to get their line just the way they want it. And it goes down in front. Here begins the power play, but unfortunately, the Flyers clear. JT Miller gets the drop pass. We'll throw it back up to Hughes. Pettersson doesn't find anything. He'll put it back up to Hughes. Around to Miller. A little bit of room for DeBrusk, but he can't get it off quickly. And a great stick by that defenseman to knock the puck into the near corner. Negotiations won by the Flyers, and they clear. Yeah, 3 down, 79 to go. Long way until the cup comes back. Damn, a good stop at the neutral zone prevents the Canucks from setting up again. They'll try the dump in by DeBrusk. And more negotiations in the far corner. Under 5 minutes to go here in the third in regulation. We might have overtime, and that would be a real pain in the ass for my first game back. All right, Hughes gets it over and onside again. However, that fancy movement doesn't quite work. And now we're at full strength again. And another one with and a power play with no shots. That's been kind of the story for this third period. Lots of noise and another steep angle shot that Urson was able to snag and keep from going anywhere inside. All right. 4:14 left in the third. We might actually have to deal with overtime. Please, no. I could not take it. Especially not on my first night back for the NHL. I'm sure Monty will be laughing his fat ass off right now, but I was really hoping for a shorter game. Don't worry, he'll be back before you know it. All right, I don't think we need those 2 pages anymore. I'm not sure I was able to pick up on any new bingo spaces for this either, but hey, season's still young. We might find some new things to make fun of or keep track of here in the NHL. They're going to make me do all the scrolling NBA in your awful, awful website. Maybe. October 30th has one game that could be interesting. Yeah. I'll wait for the movie to come out if I want to relive the David Ayers experience. Meanwhile, still tied at 2. Urson will get a clearing shot directly to him. And the Canucks are able to keep that one in somehow. Saved by Urson. Flipped out and rolling all the way back to Lankinen. Will get tipped into the offensive zone by Miller. It will be backhanded by Besser into the near corner over the goalie. Nobody up in the middle for that centering pass, and the Flyers can get to work again. And a great check. And a good job by number 54 for Vancouver, advancing that into the zone. Stolen away again, down to 3 minutes. Just a little bit out of reach for that cross-ice pass. Vancouver doing a great job keeping the puck moving. Hughes will get the rebound against the near boards, under 3 minutes to go. Shots 29-25. Philadelphia really being the dominant team here in the third period, keeping Vancouver from doing much of anything. Now it is flipped out to the center ice again. They try the dump in. Cannot find an open space. And just like that, Philly is already in the offensive zone again. Bit of a miscue, unfortunately, on that wrister. Failed clear attempt by the Canucks. And Flyers will put it in offsides. Meanwhile, they're going to get the All-Star events. Hope they enjoy it. All right, 2 minutes left. And still neither team has been able to get a quality scoring chance in a few minutes. And I don't think either one of them is going to have a real opportunity to pull the goalie. Gets poked forward. It'll be a chase by Sherwood. But already it has been flicked a little too far for any of the Philadelphia players to get it. But then is rescued by York at the blue line. His shot goes wide. But 1:17 to go. I guess we cannot be choosers when deciding what kind of last-minute heroics we're going to get. Wow. Good to see they're finding a use for it. Meanwhile, we're going to get extra pushing and shoving. Doesn't look like it'll lead to anything, but I think we're about to go into overtime. Only 5 skaters. And the Canucks are win and clear. However, they're not really able to get it much further than their own blue line, and the Flyers can dump it in and waste a little bit more time. Oh my goodness, a great shot by Pettersson through traffic, but it floats wide. Damn, he had a decent effort. I didn't think he was going to be able to make it through those defenders like that. Oh, 15 seconds. Down to 10. Last opportunity with halfway looking for a room, but now the loose puck has been grabbed and sent in again, but nobody can get the last try at the blue line. Overtime. Comeback from X plus goal deficit. All right. Let's get that written down. Well, here we are. Overtime has arrived. And yeah. Thank you very much, Monty. Got a little bit of 3-on-3 to look forward to now, so let's get him in here. All right, Monty. You have overtime. Are you happy? Yeah. He got his overtime. Don't worry, it'll be sleep time soon, Monty. We just had to rub it in once more. Meanwhile, Angie's eyes are glowing with hate in the dark. All right, Canucks will win it off the face-off. Take their time. Yes, we did, Cornman. We made it to overtime. Take their time getting it over the blue line. Miller high slot, but we'll have to pass it back to Hughes up top. And nothing for Miller. He got tangled up in front of the net. So now, first shot gets blocked. They take it right back. Substitutions are made. Hughes is waiting back. Of course, John Jay. Meanwhile, DeBrusque will fling it across the ice. Nothing doing yet. Now Pettersson will try. Meanwhile, DeBrusque can't get in front for Pettersson. Knocked away. Now the Flyers are onside. It will be flicked back, and nothing for them there. They bring it back. A couple players get traded in and out. Shot goes wide. Yeah, we'll probably have to save that for late games. Meantime, we get an offsides call. Officially 3:05 to go here in overtime, and then we have to get to the shootout. Yeah, we've got a little bit of time before midnight comes here as well. I was really hoping we get an early night. Oh no, it is burning fury, Cornman. Burning fury. From the face-off, Miller wins it. He's able to knock it back to Peterson. Oh, sorry, that's Hughes. Out to Miller. Bringing in a little speed. Was a save by Urson. And now that's a pass all the way down. Lankinen will come out and get it to Garland. And Besser will bring it back to the blue line, send it across to Hughes. And everybody running into each other. We have a player shaken up. Unfortunately, they lose control of it and have to bring it back out, and it'll allow them to change. Wow. And even as they try to get it forward, it goes out of play. Wow. He was even looking for the blood for the penalty, but did not happen. Yeah, she does not need any catnip at this time of night. She would just sleep funny. Oh. It's Che Guevara, namer of the former home of the Mets, Shea Stadium. I know I've said that joke before, but it's still funny. All right, down to 148. Great quick entry, but Lankinen gets the save with the point-blank shot. Pedersen will skate it forward, but send it back to Hughes, who gets forced back across the blue line. They'll try it again. Back to Besser. That's what it's looking like right now, Cornman. Nobody can seem to find any open room. But a great block on that pass in the front to disrupt the rhythm of the Canucks. 1 minute left in overtime. Poke check away, forcing the Canucks to leave the zone and regroup again. We get one substitution. Besser looking for room. He finds none. JT Miller, his shot gets poked away. And JT Miller, he will recover it, however, keep it briefly onside. 34 seconds to go. And another one goes wide. Another 30 seconds, but they are unfortunately giving them too much time to recover. 18 seconds around the back of the goal. Down to 10. 9. Slap shot saved by Urson. Why are they not attacking the net? And that little backhanded pass goes to nothing. It's deflected wide. Yeah. Nothing. And here comes the shootout. All right. Couple decent opportunities, but nobody could connect. Yeah. I'm sure Monty is already trying to pretend he's asleep so I don't bother him again. That's cool, man. Hey, if anybody can end up falling asleep to one of my streams, I take that as a compliment. I mean, back when I was still doing regular driving for Lyft, when I would do late night rides, I'd make it a game to see if I could drive smoothly enough so that the passenger fell asleep in the back of the car. Usually I could succeed. All right. Yeah, you miss all the calls, I'm sure. Oh, no, they never mind. They went to the wrong net. Goalies have to switch. Yeah, we're gonna reach overtime or forgive me, we're going to get past midnight. I didn't think it would happen. All right, so first shot by Vancouver will be with J.T. Miller. And a save by Urson. Glove save. All right, this will be Couturier for the Flyers going up against Lankinen. So here comes the puck. He'll dip to the near side. And nothing doing. Tried to go 5-hole. Stick save. Royals, hey, they made it further than I think anybody thought they was this season. No complaints here. Plus, the Chiefs fans apparently were doing Let's Go Royals chants on Monday night. So, Padres. And it's a save. Pedersen tried a few too many, but just no room allowed by Urson. Michkov will be shot number 2 for the Flyers. All right, puck picks up. It's a little bit more of a direct line. And even with the stick out of his hand, he's able to stop it. And Lankinen was just ready to sit down and prevent that one. All right, and DeBrusque is going to try some speed, and he gets it! Quick wrister, not giving him any time to think about it. First goal of the shootout. Goes to DeBrusque. Ends up going top shelf over Erickson. All right, Lankinen. But no. Tied up by number 11 for the Flyers, and we go to round 4. Well, they're still tied, and now it's just one round at a time until they get the winner. And Garland was the shooter that time. He lost control of the puck. And had some good saves so far. Let's see what they've got. Forster is the shooter now. He has 1 goal already. And Lankinen gets the save. Ends up trapping it under his pad. Round number 5. Yeah, I think this is about the good time to open up the next beer. Screw it. All right. Shot number 5, saved by Urson. And only 11 short hours until Wisconsin versus Rutgers. All right, Frost will be shooting now for the Flyers. Shooter number 10. He'll attack from the far side. And he ends it. Winning shot made by Frost in the shootout. And that officially makes it 3-2. Flyers get their opening win with a shootout win. And, well, Vancouver has 2 points, but they both come from overtime losses. 1 against Calgary and now 1 against the Flyers. Yep. Right to midnight, and the Flyers finish it up for us. I'd say good timing, but yeah, with how rough the finish to that game was, and still very well fought by the Canucks. Philadelphia is just not going to let them slide. Yeah, Cinderella has rung the bell. We have all turned back into pumpkins. Fitting, considering the time. And that brings us to the end of another stupid sports show. We will once again will be live in just a few hours at 11 a.m. for Wisconsin versus Rutgers college football. We will have bingo, so if you can make it back, we'd love to have you. This is Jim B on 106.9 Click FM. Take care of yourselves, and good night, Milwaukee, wherever you are.